Hello and welcome to Motor Unique. This is a brand new website.
Yeah.
This is a brand new YouTube channel that me and Paula have sort of decided to do because it's a bit of a lost art. You know, you go on YouTube, you see a lot of race bikes. You know, you can go, oh yeah, look, this is a little HP4 BMW and all that sort of caper.
I can get my knee down on Tesco's roundabout.
And all that kind of stuff as well. And I think there's a little bit of a market out there for people that actually put their own balls into their own motorcycles.
But can't ride them, like me.
Well, no, not really.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because mine don't work.
Well, no, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it will work. It'll work.
It will work.
Anyway, the point is,
yeah, we've sort of lost track of it there.
Yeah.
Basically,
We
what it
digress.
is, we've got out there in the world of motorcycling are people that actually build things to what they want at the end of the day, you know, and
not to please the masses.
that's it. Yeah, it's not an everyday bike. It's unique. That's why we call ourselves Motor Unique UK. Basically, this is a KR1S, as you can see in the background, in all its gloriness, which is mine.
But it's not a KR1S.
But it's not
You
a
cheat.
KR1S. It is not a
cheat.
KR1S.
You
It
cheat.
is a. In there is the beating heart of a Yamaha 350 ypvs engine under the 31k guise. This was built 20 years ago-ish by a very good friend of mine who's local to where I live. And what a joy it is to ride. The best conversion ever, I think, personally, as Paul rode it last week.
And it rides a treat.
It's unbelievably good. I enjoy it. Paul enjoys it. He has a very special himself, which is a very special with a 350 Yamaha engine in it, which will come up on a later video that we will be doing. He's waiting for his petrol tank to come back.
So when you're ready, Ian.
So when you're ready, Ian, to finish painting his wonderful petrol tank, we can actually get that, possibly, might take it around the block, because it's not particularly on the road yet.
Rome wasn't built in a day,
No, it wasn't, no.
thankfully.
So yeah, basically, what you have here is a pretty much stock chassis KR1 with S bodywork, with the 350 pound valve engine, as you can see. Maybe I'll show you a video of it later. Installed in it now. It's not been hacked about or been messed around with. It's had a subframe built for it, which is partly KR1, the way it bolts to the headstock, but it is a complete 350 ypvs bike with complete 350 ypvs wiring loom. Why did I say that? So
Because that's what it's got.
because that's what it is.
Yeah.
So
Quite
basically,
literally.
yeah, it is what it is. It's got Swarbrick pipes on it. It's had a little bit of port, nothing major, just some knife edging going on. Runs power jet cars. And everything else is fairly stock chassis wise. I haven't really done anything with it. Running standard brakes, standard shockers, standard springs, the whole shebang. Because there's not much. I mean, the engine is heavier than a KR1 engine, which is fair enough. But as you can see, it has a kickstart on the side of it. So yeah, basically, it is what it is. I mean, has Paul got any questions for me that he doesn't know anything about?
Well, yes, I think so. You said the wiring loom.
Yeah.
To what extent of the wiring loom? Is everything? You got
Everything on
see
there.
the switchgear looks Yamaha in there.
It is, yeah. Everything on that bike is, every part of the wiring loom is a 350 ypvs wiring loom, which is, in my eyes, is a really, really good thing to do, because you really don't want to be hacking into two wiring looms and trying to fit a KR1S loom onto a 350 power valve engine, onto a 350 loom is more hassle than it's worth.
Bit more reliability. What about airbox? What have you done airbox wise?
Just filters. It's just got individual filters on on the back due to a standard airbox won't fit anyway.
Pipes? What are the pipes?
Pipes are swall bricks that have been heavily hacked, chopped around, ready to fit with Jim Lomas end cans. It's got a Teesar 250 radiator in it, which is another good thing really, I suppose. It never gets hot. I tend to run it without a thermostat anyway, which a lot of people get a bit worried about, but it's a two-stroke and whatever. But yeah, so it is what it is really. Massively enjoyable, fast, keeps up with pretty much 600s-ish. It's not far off a 600. It only weighs, I think, I should have weighed it last week, but it only weighs around 108 kilos.
Slightly more than a box of cornflakes then.
Yeah, cornflakes, we like cornflakes.
With free gift.
Yes. So yeah, so it does ring-a-ding-ding very nicely.
And smells delicious, which is the main thing, which is what we all like. We all like a bit of two-stroke smell.
Of course, yeah. I run it on Rock Oil Synthesis 2, which I think it's now Synthesis 2.
Castrol Man myself, 747, sorry.
Is Castrol Man...
There's open for debate.
Yeah, there's a debate for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you're a rock man or you're a Castrol?
I like my Rock Oil at the end of the day.
Using the rock.
I used to use it as a service oil in my times of fixing motorcycles, and I like Rock Oil product. I think Rock Oil product is a good thing. I knew the rep really well, so that helped quite a lot. But I always run all my two-strokes on synthesis. A lot of people don't really like it. I mean, I still, as you can see,
oh yeah,
run an oil
pump.
Now, reason being is because I can't be bothered to carry around a one-shot pump.
Lazy then.
Well, no, I wouldn't say lazy.
Sensible.
Convenience.
Original oil tank is all.
It's an original oil tank under the seat. Yeah.
It is more convenient. I guess you're right.
It is massively convenient.
Lawnmower.
Oh well, yeah. Lawnmower two-stroke it is. You know, so I tend to run a pump. Maybe slightly odd, but I'd rather do it that way. That's my personal preference. Now, Paul on his special, which is a special framed 350 ypvs, it's actually a special. It's very, very tasty. Like I say, there will be a video of that coming up soon.
When it's ready.
He hasn't got room for said oil tanks, so he'll have to run, due to the seat unit size and everything that's on it.
Yeah.
He'll have to run premix mostly, which is his own preference at the end of the day. You know. What choices does he have though? You know?
We need to hear this running. I think we need to hear it. Is that going to offend the camera if this is running, or do we do it? I think we should do a separate video with this running.
I think what I'll do is I shall do a separate video with it running, and I may even, because I've got my chin strap coming this week for my helmet, so I may even do a bit of a live vid.
Nice.
Not a live vid, but I shall do a video of it when I'm riding it, because it may not come out very well because of the noise that it produces.
Okay. So back to this beast then.
Yes.
Why is the fairing? Do we have the belly pan? Does the belly pan fit? Do we normally run it with a belly pan?
The belly fan. The belly pan does fit. Unluckily enough for me, last weekend I broke it in half. So that is having some kind of repair. I've removed said infill panel that the KR1 has.
To reveal a Christmas fairy who lives behind it, but only at certain times of the year. Obviously.
Your puffs on the side of the head there. So you can actually see inside what it is. Now I will do a walk round video of it in the next video, so you can actually have a decent look round and see. I may even remove the top fairing and the tank, so you can see how everything's fitted in.
And where the Christmas fairy actually lives.
Yes, where the fairy lives, and this is road legal. This is my road bike. This is what I have as a bit of a toy, you know, for my weekend rinsings. Basically, I run it on super unleaded only anyway. But yeah, it is what it is, and I hope that everything that we have spoken about today has been good
And not too boring.
and not too boring.
Probably a little bit lame because we are new to this.
We are new. Well, we are old.
Very new, old.
Old.
I'm knocking on 22 now,
Yeah,
so I'm
I'm-
getting
I'm-
over the hill for this YouTube lot. But I think if you stick with us, perhaps maybe there might be a bit of better content come out of it. We'll have to see
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just stick with us, and we'll try and post you some more interesting stuff.
Yeah, we should do some more interesting stuff. We will do one on Paul's. Like I say, it is 95% there, Paul's bike, so we can actually show you it and have a good look around it, so you can actually see it. And that is unique. Like I say, it was a frame that his brother built, which is very nice. One of two that his brother built.
Oh, yes.
Was it two or three?
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Um,
More on that at a later date. I think if this is appealing and if this does go out and people do have an interest in what we're trying to show, then maybe we'd like to show other people's creations, I think. And if that's okay with other people, if they want us to show their other creations, but I don't see any reason why not, because anybody, if they're honest, I think if they've got someone fawning over their bike, they quite like the fact that someone else is looking at their bike and taking photos and punching it out a bit, I think. So
That's
yeah,
it, yeah. I mean,
we'll go for a bit of that.
Yeah,
So
I
stick
mean,
with it.
I personally, if I felt as if I was doing something wrong, I wouldn't be doing it. You know, putting it on YouTube. And I think if you're doing something that's special to you personally, I mean, we're not talking Street Fighters, you know, where you spend £100 on a load of cack from auction sites on the internet.
Anodized bulbs are us.
Yeah, you know, this is purely about specials, unique specials. Like, this is a unique bike. This was, I mean, I know people are doing KR ones now with 350 engines in, and I've seen a couple of them about floating around that are unfinished. This was done 20 years ago. The bike is only 1990. This was done when in its youth as such, when this engine was, basically the engine that was in it destroyed itself. Parts are hideous to get, so basically it had that put in it, and it's been in ever since, and it is the dog's danglish. Bear in mind it's got more power as well than the KR one. But yeah, it is worth keeping track. So like I say, like Paul said, if you're building something special, if you're building a 5-cylinder Z,
FS1E,
or yeah,
that would be pretty
anything
cool.
like that, or a
Sight to behold, I'd like to see that and hear it.
yeah, anything like that, you know, anything.
We know you're out there. There's plenty out there.
Yeah.
We need to find you so we can show it.
Yeah, and don't be shy. At the end of the day, we're just two guys that love what 2-strokes are all about. Doesn't matter if it's 2-stroke or a 4-stroke. You know, we're not completely stupid in that kind of sense that, you know, we're not going to be able to do that. I may also do some ones on some cars. I do have a friend that's got a couple of unique motors, and there is actually one quite local to me that I can show you, but it is a bit of a turd. But it is what it is, you know.
Interesting.
Yes,
Interesting
you'd
description.
like that. You'd like that, Paul. It is a strange thing. But yeah, cars, motorcycles, anything really, as long as it has a little bit of flavour, you know. Something that not particularly you've done, but something you acquired. I didn't do this, you know, a friend of mine did this, so, you know, but I love what he did, and this ain't going nowhere. This is mine forever. This is Keeps's. This is my baby. So, yeah.
Love it.
If you enjoy what you've seen today, please click on the link below. Bob's your uncle. And
or your dad's brother.
Or your dad's
sister's brother.
Or your uncle's auntie.
Or, yeah, maybe Bob isn't anybody, but...
Yeah, don't know who Bob is.
Bob
Carl
says...
G.
Spit the dog. Bob says if the opportunity comes your way, don't knock it.
Don't knock it.
Get that one in there.
That one.
Back of the net. See you later.